Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, peoplings, earthlings. I've lost it now. Let's have a chat. I got my stick. I got the last box in the shop, unbelievable, and it is working a treat. Right, let's talk. Megan is becoming less and less to me because I'm interested in the royal family, right? I'll just move this. I think the wind's a bit strong. Obviously Harry, being a natural born Windsor, would interest me more. Sorry about this. I should have got organised before starting this video. And obviously the real royals. Now, yesterday I see that the Kensington Palace, the Prince and Princess of Wales, wished Harry a happy birthday. I was as surprised as all of you. But I felt it wasn't particularly friendly or warm. I felt it might have been forced. It might have been part of an agreement. It might have been, I don't know. Somebody did comment, I saw someone comment and say it's just normal etiquette, but they haven't for the last couple of years, I don't think, have mentioned Harry or Meghan's birthdays. So this is a bit of a new development. And someone said at some point, and I don't know if this was official, they said royals only wish other working royals a happy birthday. I don't know if that officially came from the palace, but that's what we were all sort of led to believe, wasn't it, over the last couple of years. So yeah, it was a bit of a surprise. And then, right, I don't know if you guys have seen this, Meghan's fans and sugars are kicking off because the photograph that both the King and the Queen and the Prince and Princess of Wales used apparently had cropped Meghan out. Now, I don't know, because that picture, I don't even know where or when that picture of Harry was taken, but if that's true, that's kind of funny in itself. That sends a big message, doesn't it? So yeah, that's interesting. And they did not wish Meghan a happy birthday, I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, I don't think they did. So those are all very interesting moves. Then I've only literally glanced at an article of Meghan going to something to do with tennis. And my only thoughts on that article are, and I've got a genuine question for everybody, why is it that Meghan and some other celebrities, when they pose on the red carpet, they cross their legs like they're bursting for the loo? Do you know what I mean? Oh, go away, fly. It's like the legs are twisted, knees together, opposite feet, opposite sides. Why does she do that? Why do any of them do that? It's bizarre. And that's my only thoughts on that, apart from, oh, she's trying to beat the Princess of Wales because of Wimbledon. And that's never going to work, is it? Apart from that, she can go see tennis if she wants. She can walk around as many car parks as she likes. I've had so many ideas for a parody. And I'm going live tomorrow. I thought it's about time we can all sit down and have a nice chat. I put a community post up last night to let everybody know that Sue Smith is my friend. Now, I'm not commenting on that particular... You all know the situation I'm talking about. And I'm not going to stop anybody what you say in the comments. I give all of you your free speech, for and against. But what I don't like is when I am denied the same by some people, a very small proportion of people. They're like, no, you can shut up. You know, someone comes and they put a shitty comment, and I respond to that comment. And they go, oh, that was rude. I think, well, don't put the rude comment in the first place. You know, you're going to dish it out, you're going to get it back. Free speech doesn't mean nice speech necessarily. Free speech doesn't mean everybody agrees. Free speech does not include harassment, bullying, death threats, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how many times I've got to explain that to some people. Now, in my book, before some of you have commented, in my book, when you've got friends, real friends, don't dump each other because a friend is down, a friend messed up, a friend did something they should not have done. You don't just go, oh, well, flick. And I see the same type of people who say they hate cancel culture going, oh, I'm unsubscribing, that's it. you know, well, go. I don't know when anyone ever recalls me saying like and subscribe, or you think I wake up in the morning and count how many people are following me. And that's another thing. I don't like when people call you guys subscribers or followers, because I don't see it that way. I know they're generic terms on YouTube. There's millions of YouTube channels, and the way people refer to how many people are watching a channel, following a channel, they call them followers, subscribers, etc. I don't, not here, not on this channel. You guys have been with me through a hell of a journey. We've been on a roller coaster over many subjects and many various things. So I don't like it when people call you guys subscribers. I really hate that, actually. It shows such level of disrespect to you guys. I consider you guys friends, compatriots. We're earthlings. We're all equal, and we're all muscling along and going through life. That I am definitely not the kind of person who's gonna lick the arse of somebody because I think, oh, I'll get more subscribers, or oh, you're not popular anymore, you can go. No, you're never going to get that here, I'm afraid. And I think that some people who don't know me very well, they come, they subscribe to the channel, and after like 5 minutes they think, fucking hell, this woman's got a brutal mouth on her. And I have, depending on the circumstances. But no, I won't dump a friend. I won't comment one way or the other on what Sue did. I've never been in touch with Steph. I've never been in touch with Paula. Paula's never done anything to me. I've no axe to grind with Paula. There's very few YouTubers actually that I'm in contact with. Ah, yes, that reminds me of something important I wanted to talk to you all about. It was a few things actually. I'm getting on with my DIY. Right. A couple of nights ago, I posted a screenshot of an email exchange from 2 years ago that happened between me and a channel called Montecito Royale that was around years ago, and another channel. Well, actually, it wasn't involving this other channel, but it was sort of to do with this channel called Duchess Drop Bear, and a fake lawyer, as it turned out, called Gina. It's a long story, so if you guys weren't around then or following my channel at that point, join the live tomorrow. We can talk about, I want to talk to you about this tomorrow, and I'm going to get some bigger screenshots so you can see. Basically, I believe they were all one person, those three characters: fake lawyer, Montecito Royale, Duchess Drop Bear. I think they were all one person on reflection. And what that email was, and I'd never shown that publicly before because I didn't know how 2 years ago, but I do now, is basically, I thought Montecito Royale was one of the good guys, you know, those of you that remember. And I was planning on doing this big live with Wally. And so I emailed this Montecito Royale and said, would you be a moderator? I'm going live tomorrow. And oh boy, they came back at me with threats. You know, you dare, blah, blah, blah. Wally's been told 1,000,000 times. Like, Wally's been told what 1,000,000 times? So I replied, I'll show you on the live tomorrow. I replied like, whoa, where the hell has all this come from? And I feel that's relevant, and I feel that that person never really went away. I think they're hiding in the background. I think they're shit stirring. I think they created other channels, because the Montecito Royale, no one ever saw their face, and it was a computer voice. I was, you know, they were never a friend of mine or someone close, but they were one of us. And back in those days, you know, we took people on face value, didn't we? A lot more then. Now, you know, I'm very cautious, I'm very wary because of bad experiences. But back in the day, and over the last couple of years, Sue personally has been a good friend. And regardless of what people think of her and want to say their stuff, I mean, that's another thing. I don't delete comments, guys. I allow you to have your say. Regardless of what people think, she has been a good friend. She is a good friend. And I'm not going to dump her because, oh, I might lose subscribers. That very rude term again for you guys. I mean, that lady that came down to say hello the other day, it was, honest to God, it was like we'd known each other for years. And I'm sure that if I met a lot of you in person, that's exactly how it would feel. I've had people come in the dolphin office and say, oh, I'll follow your channel. And I start gossiping with them about the stuff that's on the channel. So, I just hate that sort of demeaning. It makes it sound like all I'm interested in is getting likes and clicks and followers, and no, that's not me. And I've walked into many a fire on behalf of a friend, because that's what real friends do. And I saw someone else say Sue and Trevor are bad people. No, they're not. And I don't know why Trevor's getting it in the neck. As far as I know, he was nothing to do with it. So, all of a sudden, public enemy number one. Never mind, Trevor. Never mind. You and me both, mate. Just because you're friends with someone doesn't mean you agree with every flipping word they say. Just because you're friends with another YouTube channel doesn't mean you support and endorse. Some people seem to think, oh, it's guilt by association, which I find extraordinary. It's sort of that kind of thing. It's very, what's the word? I can't think what word. Very unsophisticated way of thinking, isn't it? But yeah, someone said Sue and Trevor are bad people. Well, a very wise old gypsy once said to me, Fiona, there's good and bad in all of us, and that is the truth. So I don't know who these perfect people are out there, these paragons of virtue who've never sinned in their lives, who feel it's okay to go around casting aspersions here, there and everywhere. Oh, Savannah, you know, polish me halo, because I'm not one of them. I am a sinner. Completely. I get loads of things wrong. I fuck up all the time. I am not one of those perfect people, so you won't see outraged comments coming from me. But if someone comes on my channel and leaves an idiotic comment, I'm going to call them a twat. I am. I'm sorry. And where I come from, the definition of twat in the South is idiot, fool, stupid. It's actually Wally. Wally is I think that's why she chose the name. In the 80s, calling someone a Wally meant they were a bit dim or something like that, or they were wrong. It's not. But then apparently the word twat has taken on a whole new connotation. It means something else. Now, if I want to say that something else, I want to say the C word, I'll say the C word. Do you know what I mean? I don't use the word twat. So if people are shocked by the word twat, my God, they must be precious. Anyway, what was the other thing I wanted to talk to you about? Oh, yeah. I saw something last night. I was watching one of the Sugars lives, right? And one of our trolls was in the comments. And a really weird thing happened. They said something that was really, was something I'd forgotten. They said something that only an ex-boyfriend of mine could have known. And it's not even a particularly interesting or important thing, but it was a very specific thing. And I thought, who are you? How did you know that? Because it was something I'm sure I've never mentioned on my channel. I won't tell you guys what it was. Oh, I've gone dark again. But it was something actually that was said to me in 1998. And I wasn't particularly interested at the time myself. And I'd forgotten all about it until I saw this troll account say that. So I'm telling you guys that now for what it's worth. Well, if it is him, oh, he's got a flipping cheek, he really has. He's got a nerve, as I have held back many years. Well, we'll see, won't we? There's so much weirdness going on at the moment on YouTube and around. So anyway, I think that's everything. I think that's covered everything. So join me on the live tomorrow and we'll have a chat. We are not going to have a chat about the Sue and Steph thing. I don't actually know why anybody ever assumed I was going to do that. I thought we'd all just have a chat. Go live. Is it that the thought of me going live puts the fear of God into everybody? Oh my God, what's she going to say next? What's coming out of her mouth next? Well, you never know what's going to happen between here and tomorrow. But I mean, if something happens, we'll talk about that. Getting back to Meghan and Harry, I mean, there were no leaks about where he was on his birthday, were there? That's very telling. And I also saw a blind item, I think it was Duchess and R. Sussex put it up, that says that Meghan found out her staff have got a group on Telegraph, you know, the social media. I've never been on that one. And that she's forbidden them from bringing their phones into work. Like, that's going to stop them chatting in the evening or out of hours. Oh dear. So I'm looking at it from Megan's point of view. Christopher Boozy's gone very quiet. Omid Scobie has vanished. Ellie Hall podcast, that was back in, I think that was earlier in September. Might have been August. I'm not sure that so much money would be pumped into the sugars. I don't know. Maybe she's focusing on YouTubers again. I don't know. But whatever she's up to, I don't think she knows where Harry is. How frustrating for her. Anyway, right, I'm going to get on with my windows now. Power's back on. We had a power cut as well. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey. Feel free to say what you like in the comments. You can call me all the names under the sun. Go for it. But I will do it back. And when I do it back, don't cry. Oh, you bully. No. As always.